We like sports, so we don't care who knows. Football, tennis, hockey. The game is starting.
What the heck is going on, everybody? Welcome to 541 Sports. We got Cody, Derek, and Garrett here with us tonight.
Hello.
No Steven.
Hi.
He's hunting this weekend.
So.
But welcome back, Cody. Oh,
Easy
sorry.
Easy on it.
Sorry.
But
Easy on
thank you.
October.
Yeah, it's been a while hunting. But yeah, good to have you here, bitch.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, man. We got a Twisted Tea guy here in the house tonight.
Yeah.
Sponsor us, please.
Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm wearing this, check out our latest TikTok. Give it a like, give it a view. Watch it a few times.
Check it out.
Share it with your friends, family. And
What happened to your suit, dude?
I wasn't
Just kidding.
ready for
Let's
that.
get back to it. We'll just dive right into it. Aaron,
Yeah.
what's the first topic of the day?
We're gonna go Thursday night football last night.
Ooh, that was
With-
tough.
I mean, to his injury.
That was tough.
I'll start it
I
there.
was pretty busy coaching a football game, so I only got to watch what I could watch on my phone.
Did you see like his tackle? Or
I watched
anything?
It didn't
He
even
plays.
look like it was that bad of a hit.
Just the way
He just kind of like
just the way
grabbed
he hit
him
the
and just like
ground.
rolled him across his body and slammed him down
Yeah,
his
the
back.
whole
But
speculation on everybody saying like, oh, he had a concussion last weekend and
I heard
blah
that
blah
one.
blah. They didn't follow protocol. All the sportscasters are like super big on thinking that he had a concussion and they didn't follow protocol. I disagree. Like, they came out and said that he had back issues.
Yeah.
But
You think that's why he fell over last week?
that's what he
that's
said.
what Tua
That's what he said.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've had a few concussions before, and I kind of feel a little wobbly.
Oh yeah, I've had a few too.
well, he didn't
Great.
look concussed before he got concussed, like leading up to that hit.
No,
Last
but they
night
say
or the
that
week before.
Last
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they say that like the first head injury leading into the next one can make it worse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
his
you
hands
don't.
were messed
Dude,
up when he
That's
was
why you
on
don't
the
play with a
ground.
concussion. is
I
'cause
thought
it
he
can-
was.
Oh.
So
I
you
thought it
think
was gonna be a
if
lot worse.
that didn't happen 5 days prior, that hit on Thursday might not have been.
I
so
disagree with that, but that's what they're saying.
You think that hit on Thursday he would have done that regardless?
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
you've ever been tackled and like slung backwards and hit the back of your head on the ground,
That shit hurts.
it's lights out.
And like you said, it didn't even look like it was
It
that.
didn't look like his head hit that bad.
Yeah.
But I
The
guess
ground's hard.
it's football, and you've got a like a 6'6",
Well, then,
350-pound guy slamming your ground.
Your,
Like
your helmet hits the ground and then your head's,
Yeah.
slight, like right there, like that's tough right there.
yeah, I'm just glad he's okay.
Yeah, I went to the hospital and then got taken out that night.
Yeah, he flew home with the
Yeah, he
team.
flew
which-
Yeah,
home.
literally flew home.
If they were
with the
really
team.
scared about his spine or anything like that, they wouldn't.
They would have kept him.
they
Another
would've flown him
narrative
back,
is
yeah.
that this is his contract year. This is when he's supposed to get the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Is he playing through all this shit from last week to yesterday?
try
Well,
and
and they
get-
did
to try
talk
to
a
get
lot
that
about how the fact that he had hip surgery, he had ankle surgery, and now he actually found a home that like he's doing well at,
Yeah.
and he's succeeding doing
Yeah.
stuff. So they're saying that like he's just trying to push through the stuff that he can just push through. That way he can get a contract that is worth.
My opinion is he's pushing through all this stuff to get paid, kind of like Dak did. And then he's like, I can fall apart after that. Sorry, but I mean, once I get paid, I'll fall apart. I get the guaranteed at least.
Hey, Jerry Jones wants that QB.
What I
competition.
find
my
so crazy
gosh.
to me though is you watch like guys, and I'm gonna say this, but Brett Favre, obviously, but career high in starts in all
Most
games.
consecutive starts.
Consecutive starts. He's the highest
That
ever.
guy did play. And
So like
Peyton
you
Manning.
talk about the guys that are
Eli.
like older, they don't have those
Peyton
issues. They don't
for a while, but
like, but they also didn't have the technology they would do now, and
Mhm.
the fact that they don't go like they didn't really have a concussion protocol. It's like you got hit.
Hey,
Pick
you
your ass
good?
up off the
Yeah,
ground
all right,
and
all right,
shake
you
it off
can-
and call
can
it
you
good.
follow my finger?
Yeah.
Okay,
all
go
right.
back
Well,
in.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't hear some smelling salts. Keep going.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You got guys that are playing with broken fingers, hands, and like they just go right back in the game, and it was nothing.
I didn't watch a lot of Favre. Was he more of a pocket passer? Because he wasn't.
He was a
scrambling.
pockets guy. No, he,
So I think
Mostly
He
pocket,
wasn't
but
a
he was
runner.
a
Yeah.
he
Was
was a
not a
scrambler,
I think
not a
that's-
runner. So
he
he
was a
would
scrambler.
he would
he was
avoid
an
the sack.
improviser.
Yeah, he would avoid the
So he
sack,
was
and
like-
then he would just make something up on the fly. He would never be like that. Like, he's not going to get you. A
Like,
He's not like Lamar.
No,
or-
No.
not that
Oh,
type of
Mariota.
runner.
Yeah.
He
No.
probably
I didn't
ran
watch
it
a lot of
some
Favre.
because he was probably wide
Yeah,
open, but
like,
maybe
he
like
wasn't a runner.
So do you think that has a factor in today's age where you got Lamar, Tua, Mariota, like the guys that want to,
Wanna
even
run,
Mahomes, he's always improvising.
make that extra play.
Is
Yes,
that why they're
yes,
getting hurt
yes
more?
and no though. I mean, you
Yes.
had your improvisers back in the day, but you didn't have your scramblers. You didn't have your Lamar Jacksons or your
Mike Beck.
Well, Mike
That
pretty
was
much
the new
ushered
era,
in it.
though. That
He
was
ushered that type of style
that was
in.
a normal thing. That's why he was so amazing.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But to what you were
Okay.
but to what you were saying about how those guys didn't really get injured, like Favre, Brady.
Yeah, but if you watch those guys that actually do scramble, how many of them actually put their head down and make hits? Like Josh Allen's
I
one
was
of
just gonna say,
one of the
I
only
wish he
ones
would
that I know
stop.
that actually
I
will
know.
lower his shoulder and put a hit on somebody,
Yeah,
which
which
is pretty impressive.
And he'll eventually get hurt from that.
Well, they'll
Yeah,
eventually
it's
like
impressive.
they're gonna have to start holding him back. Like you can't do that.
Well, even Jalen Hurts he had a 20-yard touchdown last week. I mean, but he could have ran out of bounds, but he like got hit, spun, and scored the touchdown. But I'm just like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Well,
not worth it.
You
Yeah,
watch
don't
you
do
watch the
that.
guys that are mid now, like Russell Wilson. He's a little bit older than those guys,
yeah,
and he doesn't want to run the ball. He's gonna get hit, and he's going down.
he had like
I'm not
16
getting hit.
yards rushing last weekend. I was pumped.
But he won't take a hit.
no.
He
That's
did
another
lower his head on
16.
one to get a first down.
Is there something about guys that get paid that ungodly amount that they just don't need to perform anymore?
Like
that happens
Russ-
all the time.
Could
Russ,
be.
Russ is pretty underperforming. He's underwhelming this
man.
year.
Yeah,
Is it
boring.
Russ or is it their
agree.
offensive
No, I
boring to watch the
agree,
Broncos.
but I disagree because it takes a lot for a quarterback to mesh with receivers, especially at that level.
Yeah.
So you start to think, Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, they're two of the best receivers in the league, right? They're not the best, but they're
They're
top
up there.
receivers
Yeah,
in the league.
They're not
Sutton's
bad. at all.
having a good. He's top 5. In
They're
receiving
above average.
yards.
Well, still, but I mean, you think about that. That takes a lot of time. You look at the practice that, let's say, Tom Brady had with Julian Edelman and Wes Welker. Like, he went after practice and was practicing for hours.
But
with
you could
those
say
guys.
Brady first year with the Bucks, Super Bowl champs.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, all you had to do is throw the ball up to Mike Evans.
Yeah, when you got Mike and Godwin and Gronk and
Well, but there you go. How much of those passing yards and touchdowns came to Gronk?
A
A
shit
lot.
ton.
They already had that
Yeah.
chemistry.
they already have that chemistry, and that's true. But then Derek Carr with Javonte Adams, they had that college chemistry. They're 0-3.
They played together in college.
Yeah, they're 0-3 though. So
I just
sometimes
think
it's
that the
just
rest of the
a
team's
match.
kind of underperforming from what everybody thought they would do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the Dolphins Bengals last night.
Mhm.
Since we're on the Dolphins, how are they? Is Tua gonna, you think, be out for a while, or
He's probably going to be out. Well,
hang on?
I personally-
two questions.
okay,
here.
okay.
Is Tua? How's the Dolphins gonna play without Tua? Because I mean, you gotta. That guy's gonna be in concussion protocol. He won't. He won't.
Is
play.
it Brissett or with the Browns?
Who?
It's Bridgewater.
It's
Teddy Bridgewater.
But
sorry.
he came in last night through 200 yards and a half. And I mean, Tyreek Hill had a great fantasy night. I was excited. I have him. Here's my question: is
how long is Tua out? And
can they keep up their winning? Because they're 3-1 right now.
you would think that Tua would be out at least one game,
Yeah.
What
just
are the
for
Bengals?
safety reasons.
So
They won one game, right?
they're 1-2, but the Dolphins division is 3-1, Bills 2-1, Jets 1-2, Patriots 1-2.
I don't. They're still not winning the division whether Tua's playing or
You think
not. I
Bills
think
are
I think the
getting it
Bills are
regardless?
just too good. I think that
They won't win the
when the
division.
Bills
no.
lost to the Dolphins, I think that the Bills may have underestimated the Dolphins a little bit because
Yeah.
the Bills are just a better team.
Yeah.
So I don't think that they're gonna win the division. I think that they'll probably get second, and if Tua comes back in a couple weeks, I think they'll be just fine.
The only
Yeah.
reason they're winning though is because of their high-scoring offense.
well, they got
Their,
lucky
their
against the
defense
Ravens.
is not very
You don't
good.
usually come back from what was it,
Yeah, but-
20 something down.
But the Ravens.
You don't
gave-
usually do that.
They gave the pretty easy.
Well, they did, but it's still like that's not gonna happen.
It's so weird.
Tyreek Hill
Even
had
if-
2 50-yard bombs back-to-back plays, touchdowns.
Yeah. Well, even if they played again tomorrow, the Ravens aren't gonna let that happen again.
No.
There's
They're-
no way.
they're gonna
They
go
might
into that-
lose, but they're not gonna let a 20-something point comeback.
It's gonna be
happen.
yeah.
But to that, it's not Tua that made the comeback. It was Hill. It was Waddle.
Waddle had a game.
I don't think they're going to struggle that much without Tua.
Yeah, and I mean their defense.
I said last week I don't like left-handed quarterbacks. I don't
You're
know what it is.
You're
I don't like it.
You did.
It
Is
looks
Bridgewater
weird.
right-handed?
I can't do it. So I don't
And
like
he
it.
honestly came in and played
He didn't
just
like Michael
fine.
Vick?
He threw that pick at the end of the game.
Under his
I never watched
circumstances, he did okay.
He threw that pick at the end of the game, but it was miscommunication, and it was. I mean,
Well, that's what happens when you throw picks.
well, I know, but like for coming in and not playing, like he did pretty good. So Bills are taking that division regardless.
I
Yeah.
think Bills still are, even if Tua comes back
Bills?
this next weekend.
Where are you going, Dolphins? Yeah.
Yeah, Bills.
I think
Okay.
the Dolphins are going to be really good for the next few years, but I don't think they're ready this year, and they probably won't be ready next year.
Go to a different division here, the Jags division. Are they actually good, or are they just
It's a fluke.
because they came they came into the Chargers
They're
last
with,
weekend.
They're in
They
a
got
Colts.
Jags 2-1, Colts
Colts.
1-1, Titans 1-2, and Texans 0-2. That division's wide open for anybody. I feel like
It's wide open, but it shouldn't be. It should be Colts
Should be the
running.
Colts
It
all
should be
over.
the Colts running
the
the
Colts
division.
should be hammering
yeah.
that division easy.
should be.
I don't
But-
get that.
The Jags came in, and they
If Steven was here, sorry,
yeah.
again.
No, you're-
If Steven was here,
you're
he'd
fine.
tell you they always start slow.
They
They
do.
pick it up,
And they
which
do.
might be the case.
And they do.
I feel
a
like
lot of the time.
The Colts can't. They're gonna figure it out.
You said the Jags are winning it right now.
Yeah, 2-1.
That shouldn't
Who
be.
did lose to?
That shouldn't be
They're
possible.
only,
They beat the
they
Chargers.
beat the Chargers last week, and then
The
they
Chargers game you can't really count.
Did
for
they
their
lose to the-
actual-
I
Herbert's
think
coming
they
off of
beat- I think
broken
they started
cartilage in
0-1.
his
So
rib
whoever they
cage.
played in the second week, they beat.
Like, if you look at the actual statistics off of quarterbacks that play after they have had broken cartilage in their rib cage, they're 20% less in their passing game.
Well,
Just for that season or for their career?
Just for the next 2 games.
Not
Over the
even
next
games.
2 games, they're 20% less.
not even
That makes
Justin
sense.
Herbert,
I mean,
but that whole-
broken ribs or broken cartilages would suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you say you take 20% down out of Justin Herbert's passing, and then all of a sudden you got a Jaguars win.
minus Keenan Allen too.
Yeah, like I mean,
Oh yeah.
Jags gonna finish out. They got Philly this weekend, which honestly,
that one's
the
Go
Philly's
ahead.
gonna win.
honestly, I think that's gonna be
That's a
Philly's
trap game.
biggest competition so far.
Really?
I think so.
So
Who's
far.
who's Philly played?
Nobody.
Vikings,
Cowboys.
Well,
or
Vikings.
no,
I guess it's true.
they have
Vikings.
Lions, Vikings, Commanders.
If you look at the Eagles' schedule, they've got a
They've
very,
got a pretty cake schedule.
very easy
They've
schedule.
They've
Most
got a
of it.
couple.
Commanders shit the bed against him. Like it
They
should
got
have
the
been a lot better.
Steelers,
game than it
Cardinals,
They-
and Packers, and then Cowboys twice. So I mean, those are going to be good
I
games.
feel like
was.
it's
Oh
an
my gosh,
easy.
when they hit
Well,
when
even-
they hit the playoffs, they're gonna play somebody that's actually decent, and they're just gonna be like shell shocked.
I honestly doubt it though.
What's their schedule?
For
Their,
Almost
their schedule looks easy compared to
Eagles
past years,
schedule?
but
Yeah.
like some teams are coming out of the woodworks, like the Lions with the Jaguars. Like a lot of these teams are.
The
Yeah, I
Lions
mean,
are
but
going
if
to be
you
a
look at the
tough
teams
out
that
all
they beat,
year
they
long.
don't have any good defense. Like
There's
the
a lot of
Lions'
teams that don't
defense
perform.
is not very good.
Right.
Jags, Cardinals, Cowboys.
Lions, Vikings, Okay.
Vikings defense,
So they're playing the
not
Jags.
very good.
Cardinals are hit and miss.
Cardinals
Cowboys a division.
defense?
You got to think they're going to split that one
Terrible.
Yeah,
for the year. I'm saying.
just
Just
I actually
because
think
they're
the Cardinals
division.
defense is
Rivalry
ranked like
division.
31st
every,
in the NFL
either,
right now.
both
Yeah.
teams are going to come.
So
into
you
that
got
game
they're going to
hot,
beat
like,
the Steelers. They're going to beat the Texans. They're going to. It should sweep the Commanders.
They should.
Nope.
See
feel
the
like
Colts,
Carson won.
like you
That-
don't know what you're
that
getting,
should
so
be a
that
good
that
game.
could be that they could like that could be a toss up.
The
Packers,
Commanders game's gonna
That's
be
gonna be a
game.
tough.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough one.
You don't
they're
know
gonna,
which Tannehill
they're
you're
gonna
going to get.
They're gonna beat the Titans.
Giants,
They're gonna be Titans. They're gonna beat the Giants.
Bears,
They're gonna
So
beat
how
the
do you
Bears.
get onto the Eagles?
Cowboys,
Okay, split Saints.
Giants.
Okay.
So they got a pretty.
They're
easy
gonna
to
be-
see it.
We're talking about the Jags.
They're gonna be
Jags,
fighting for
right,
that
Eagles.
number one, like no, not number one seed, a bye.
Yeah.
Eagles
That-
will be
that
fighting for a
first
bye.
home playoff.
How did we
game.
get off on the Eagles?
Because
I,
we're talking about
I
the
said
Jags.
Jags. The Jags play the Eagles this week, and I said
That's
it's gonna
right.
be a good game.
I think Colts are
It
gonna
probably
win
will
that
be a
division.
good game, but I think the Eagles will still win it.
Colts are gonna figure it
And you
out,
think-
and they're gonna.
Colts are
they're
gonna figure it out and they're gonna win that division.
How many times has a team went down as much as the Colts are and ended up winning their
I
division?
don't know.
Well, they're only
I mean,
down one game right now.
Shit, that division's wide open.
I
Jags,
I guess
Colts,
their
Texans,
division's only 2-1.
It's an
and
ugly record, but they're
Yeah.
only down one game.
I mean, people shit on the NFC East, but I mean, damn that. Whatever division that is, that's pretty ass.
Hard to judge a division off of
that-
3 games,
I don't
but
care.
yeah,
though.
you're right.
Look at that.
So
AFC,
far, yes.
AFC South.
Well, that's what I was
or-
saying. The NFC East, normally you would think of it as cupcake. This year, even the Giants are overperforming,
Yeah,
and
Saquon's actually
Cowboys are
back.
kind of on par. The Eagles are overperforming.
They're 2-1, so just saying.
All right, I have a
Caused me losses as the Bills, so I mean, what are we really saying here?
overrated. Yes or no to the AFC West, which is Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, going into Week 4.
Overrated, yes.
Overrated.
I don't think it's overrated. I think there hasn't been enough time with the teams that were put together. I think you'll see those teams excel a lot after about mid-season.
I kind of agree with that, but also it's hard because you don't really know how good a division is. It's because they could just be beating up on each other. Because the Raiders have all of them already played a division game? I know the Raiders played the Chargers.
Yep. And then the Chiefs played
The Chiefs played the
Chiefs
Chargers.
played the
There's already
Chargers.
been a couple division games, so
Yeah.
is it that they're bad,
And
or
the
is it they're
Chargers,
just beating
yeah,
up on
the Chargers
themselves?
played the Chiefs. Yeah, I watched that game, but it just, I don't know. They seemed pretty competitive.
Which one?
The Chiefs Chargers game,
Yeah,
but I still
That was a
think
good
that
game.
the Chargers should have came out on top.
they should have. I mean, Herbert shouldn't have thrown that pick six from the
Nope.
one. That's what did it.
Overrated.
The whole division.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs are the Chiefs no matter what. They lost Tyreek Hill, but they're still.
They still got Pat Mahomes
Yeah.
and Travis Kelce.
That's all they need, really. The Chargers
Oh, okay.
are a little disappointing this year. I expected a lot more, but with injuries and stuff, you know,
They
you can't-
have so many injuries.
Even
They have
that,
so many
though,
injuries.
even that though, their offensive line has changed.
That's where they're.
Exactly.
Their
that's
whole
where
left
most
side of
their
the
injuries are
line has
coming
came
from.
down. So
The Raiders, I don't know if that clip aired when I talked about underdogs, or what was it, our pick of the year, who we thought was going to break
yeah.
out. I picked the Raiders were going to be the sneaker
breakout
team. Yeah, the breakout team of the year. Extremely disappointing so far. Again, I think they'll figure it out. They got that college chemistry. They'll figure that out. And who's the fourth team?
Broncos.
They're extremely boring.
Oh, they're
And
so boring.
They're so boring to watch, and
They can't move the ball
watch
to
that.
save
I don't
Hot.
understand the reasoning that they're running the ball so much. Like, you pay a quarterback that much money to come in there and throw the ball. Why are you not
Well,
throwing
like
the ball?
that field goal that they tried to kick from 62
Yeah, like,
that's
yards.
just
It's like
stupid.
it's
Oh
fourth
my
and was it
turd.
fourth
3
and
timeouts left.
Fourth and
40
4.
something seconds. 4th and 5.
just throw it.
You have Russell Wilson in Seattle.
You're trying to get your kicker to
Go
do
for
a-
that shit.
Let alone
Yeah.
they fumbled the
You need
ball
to go
on the
for it.
1 yard line twice.
That's right.
Their red zone offense was terrible.
Yeah, they
Well,
need they need to swap their whole
they're-
game plan with Russ. They
for
need
real.
to,
Well, their
Pass the
their
ball.
head coach is a rookie, so that would make sense why they're
Oh.
struggling in those situations.
Well, you hear that he just took a step back, right?
Oh, he gave more power to
got
the OC
somebody-
or
Gave
what?
more power to he hired,
somebody.
and now he is literally just being
Just the
a
coach.
play caller.
Oh, he's still
Really?
calling the plays.
He's the offensive coordinator.
The coaches.
Yes.
Like he hired somebody to like help him with in-game decisions. Pretty much.
That's necessary with how
Yeah.
they started.
So
That reminds me of McCarthy. McCarthy just looks like a
that's the
dipshit out there.
Dolphins right there.
No,
Right?
the Cowboys.
Oh,
Cowboys head coach?
Oh,
He
yeah.
used to be
Every
the
time the
Packers head
camera
coach.
goes to McCarthy, he's like this.
what am I doing this weekend? Or this
Wait a
week?
minute. They call it foul on us? It's like, what are you doing?
I do believe the Raiders are going to figure it out. They're going to win some games. Probably be just a couple games over 500, maybe. My guess is
10
end
and
of
7,
season.
9 and 8.
Broncos. Saw this. Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback for this. Russell Wilson. He was Aaron Rodgers' offensive coordinator. Struggled the first 3 games. Game 4, he threw for like 400 yards and like 4 tutties with the same.
Nathaniel Hackett.
That's the guy. I think Russ is gonna figure it out. They have to.
The Broncos and Russ.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have.
They have to. If not, they're wasting $245 million.
I'm going week 4 into fantasy with
Give or
Russ.
take a few million. I don't know the exact contract.
He's your starter.
He is, and
Who are they playing?
the Raiders this weekend.
Russ is?
Yeah.
In
I'll
Vegas.
trade you for Matthew Stafford.
No. Yes, overrated right now, but I think that division figures it out.
I think more disappointing than overrated.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider them overrated. I would consider them extremely disappointing.
That's a good word for it.
Thank you.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I
that
think
was
I
a
kind of
great
felt that.
You
I
felt-
kind of knew it before it was going to happen, because you can't just expect to step into a head quarterback position and just like, oh yeah, I'm throwing for 400 yards.
Take it easy, man.
Like, how
So
many
you guys-
quarterbacks have you known that have done that besides Tom Brady? And that doesn't necessarily count
So
as
do you
getting
think-
wrong.
Do you think Russ was exposed coming to a less powerful offense, or does he just need to work it out?
I
He
think
needs to
that they
figure it
just
out.
need more timing. I think they need to work more on their team chemistry, and the receivers need to be on board with Russ, and
That-
Russ needs to be on
That
board.
offense is good. Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon in the
I
backfield.
love William. Obviously, I've got a Melvin Gordon jersey. I love
Yeah.
Gordon, but obviously he's older. He's not the same Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, but then you got this.
They don't have
dog
that
in
high
the
power.
backfield.
Like when you got DK and Lockett, it was just fun to watch. It was
Seriously, it was a
Courtland
great
Sutton.
offense.
I
No
know.
one's
But
got
it
a
also
Courtland
was
Sutton
not.
jersey.
It was not fun to watch last year, though. It was fun to watch when they let Russ cook. Like, they
Yeah.
let him play.
For real.
It was a lot of fun to watch. You let him improvise.
Yeah.
You let him throw the freaking ball down the field. It was great, and they were the highest scoring offense in the
Because
NFC.
that fucker
Yeah.
can throw the ball.
And then all of a
He
sudden they're
can.
like, "Oh, we're gonna go ahead and run the ball.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to pass it." It's like, well, they fired their OC and hired a different OC, but how does that make any sense? You're the highest scoring team in the NFC, But yet, we're going to fire our offensive coordinator because you're not running the ball. My personal opinion was let go of Pete.
Yeah.
And then they sign a 5-year contract with him. He's already like 73 years old.
No,
That's fine.
When did they sign the 5-year?
He's out till
Definitely.
2026 or 27, I think.
Oh, rip.
Who's your MVP front runner? I'm gonna answer this or ask this question and go beat myself.
So I'm going to say Lamar Jackson, as of right now.
Lamar.
He also has he's very, very injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could have asked me last year, and he started off pretty hot a little bit, and then I kind of think that he got a few nicks and dings. And
That whole team was injury-ridden last year, too.
yeah, but I still think Herbie has a chance.
He definitely will get there. I don't know about this year.
I mean, I think
Are you going to double down on Dak?
Lamar's the front runner right now, but
He's out.
it's only 3 games in, so you can't really tell. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, it's Lamar. I mean, Jalen Hurts has thrown up some really good numbers, even though I don't really like the Eagles. But I mean, you can't ignore what Hurts is doing either.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I have to go Josh Allen with that just because I think I don't think an injury is going to happen, but I think that kind of high-powered offense is going to. I think the Eagles' high-powered effect they got going on is not going to last.
You
What's
think it's
so
gonna get shut
impressive
down?
think so.
about Josh Allen
Not
is,
shit on. I
is
just don't
the
think it's gonna
shutdown.
last. Oh yeah, yeah.
the consistency that the guy brings
Josh
out.
Allen.
Day in, day out, like consistent.
Man.
Every game he comes out, and he is consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Throws the ball extremely well. Throws for a ton of touchdowns, ton of yards.
I just wish he would stop putting his shoulder down.
I know that's
God.
scary, but
He's gonna get hurt.
you think their coach would say something, but
Like, hey man,
I guess
we just sent you
I heard
like
I heard an announcer say that
200
their coach is old school, and wants him to do it. And you're kind of like, man, you're paying that guy how much money you're trying to
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Signed
What
him
about you, Aaron?
contract.
Who's your MVP front runner?
It's got to be between Lamar, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts right now.
Okay, so
Front runner.
let's take quarterbacks out of it.
Take quarterbacks
Take
out of
quarterbacks out of
it. Who am I going with? MVP. I'd go Amon St. Brown in the topic
it
for
for
the
2
Lions.
games. He's great.
I mean, well, as of right now, yeah, he's up there. He's pretty good.
It's an evolving question.
Yeah,
Next
it
time
is.
we come back,
Yeah,
We'll talk about it.
If we're not picking quarterbacks, I would pick Diggs.
Diggs.
It's the same team, but he's the #1 receiver in the league right now.
I'd love to say Jonathan Taylor, but
So would I.
where's he at? You know.
Well, let's talk about all underperforming running backs right
Hold
now.
on. Wait, what's that award they give out? Like, comeback player of the year? As of right now, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He has to be one of the top running backs in the league.
He is.
Yeah,
He went from
he's like
1,
top
2
2.
pick overall to 2nd, 3rd overall to third
To forget about
round. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
takes a lot to come back from that, and especially going to play in the NFL. Like the surgery that he had, the injury he had, like it takes
Both
a lot.
against the Bucks.
I
Both
got
of
him in
his
the 3rd
big
round.
injuries.
I got Barkley in the 3rd round of my fantasy draft. I'm loving it.
So, Derek, who is your
Non-QB MVP.
Well, okay, QB. Give me a QB.
I already said mine.
Who was it?
It was Lamar or Jalen.
Okay.
Non-QB MVP.
Coming at you. Nice.
That's a team.
Where's the T?
Pollard.
Tony Pollard. That's the guy.
That catch that CeeDee Lamb made in that
That was
night was
pretty nice.
pretty
Oh,
nice. But he dropped.
Did you
one
watch
in
the one
first
that was
half.
like, oh, the
Oh
ball's
no,
going
yeah.
through my hands?
He had
I
to
was
make
super
up for it in the
pumped
second
because
half.
I was playing Stephen Fantasy, and that's the only thing he had left, and I was going to like 6 points. Yeah. Missed that catch. I was like, yeah, and then all of a sudden he scores like 17
What was up in
points.
the
I'm
second
like,
half?
you're kidding me.
Yeah, I was up in mine too, and then I got shit housed.
Oh, I was so mad.
Sunday night predictions. Chiefs and Bucks.
Choosing, but that was
Is
a hard.
Tom Brady gonna get some receivers to help him out that game?
No.
Is
They
Julio-
only have one receiver.
Oh,
coming
Mike
back.
Evans is back.
They have Mike Evans, and that's it, though. The
What
rest
about-
of them are
Real
doubtful.
quick,
Yes.
coming in with the most valuable player winners: Aaron Rodgers,
It might have been.
Lamar Jackson. This is not 21, so A-Rod back to back. Lamar 19, Mahomes 18, Brady 17, Matt Ryan 16. What the hell? Cam Newton 15
That was the year that they went to Super Bowl, I think.
and lost to the
And lost.
Patriots.
So
28.
that would make sense why he got MVP.
Cam Newton 15 again, Super Bowl loss.
So all
Aaron
quarter-
Rodgers 14, Peyton Manning 13, Adrian Peterson 2012. That's
So
the last one.
2012 was the last time it wasn't
Wow.
a quarterback.
How do you
Yep.
go Cam Newton like MVP and then just like
free agent.
That was Superman. Like he had it
Like,
all together.
not getting hurt, not tearing ACL, nothing. And all of a sudden you just like,
That was a
bye.
fun team
Well,
to
the
watch.
Panthers just took a nose out of that season.
I loved watching
They
him
almost
and
had
Steve
lost to
Smith.
the Broncos, then
Yes.
all of a sudden they
With
just, I don't know if they
Christian
lost
McCaffrey, too.
players
Yeah, he
Like
was
a
coming
rookie.
in.
or what the deal was, but
I
they
just
just went
don't understand.
down quick.
Watching him with an old Steve Smith, that was a fun
Oh
team.
man.
I
Yeah.
love Steve Smith, man.
So do I.
Yep.
That
He
guy
was just
was
What they go 15
Small,
and 1 or
pistol
or
back.
something
just
like
straight
that.
muscle,
Yeah, he's like a little bulldog.
and he talked shit nonstop.
He does.
But he could back it up.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Just like Jalen. You know, he's a shit talker, but he backs it up.
How's the Tampa Bay receiving core looking? Are they healthy again, or
Hurt.
what's up? No,
Um,
Mike Evans is back.
Mike Evans is back, but that was not an injury.
Godwin come in, or
Godwin is questionable.
Oh.
Russell Gage, baby.
Gage is questionable, but he should be
He'll
back.
play.
Ah,
He was
Cole
questionable
Beasley,
last week.
man. Cole
Julio
Beasley.
will be back this game.
Really?
Yep.
So he's got
Okay.
Julio and Mike Evans.
He's got Julio, Mike, maybe
Russell
Gage,
Gage.
and then he's got the two tight ends.
Godwin.
Russell
Godwin's out
Gage
for at
played.
least another
Russell
week.
Gage
I
played
think
with
Godwin's
questionable
out
mark
this
on him
week.
last week.
Well,
He's got Cam Brate, and then he's got Kyle Rudolph.
Julio, like I saw it coming once he signed the Bucks.
Yeah.
Had a game or two, injured.
He's been pretty injury prone.
Injury prone the last
5
freaking-
years,
Yeah, man.
something like that.
I don't know that the Bucks defense will be enough to. I think they'll be like head to head with the Chiefs offense because it's a really good defense.
That one's a tough one to
Try
call.
to decipher what I just said.
That was a tough one to call because the Chiefs just lost to the Colts, which wasn't fun. for
I
them,
honestly-
probably. And then the Bucks just lost to the Packers, which Brady probably hates losing to Rodgers.
Oh man.
Well, he
He
hates
beat
losing in
him.
general, but he probably
That
hates
could
losing
be
to
the
beat
Rodgers.
him
last time
twice
they play together.
2 years
or
ago.
The last time they
against
played
each
each
other.
other. It's so hard to call that one. The Bucks are 2-1,
Yeah, that's their first
and
loss.
the Chiefs are 2-1.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
What?
Where's the game at?
Who the Chiefs?
That's who wins
it's
it.
neutral ground because it wasn't Tampa.
No, it's in Tampa.
No, they're
No, it
they're
wasn't.
holding it in Tampa.
It was at Tampa, but they had the hurricane. So
No, they're still holding it
No,
in
it's
Tampa.
still there.
okay. So
They were
bringing
thinking
back.
about leaving,
Okay.
which technically they could still leave because it's
Yeah,
not Sunday yet.
Something
Obviously,
Okay.
but-
shitty happens.
Yeah, last I heard
which
it was
is
neutral. But
crazy how you would
Yeah.
still hold.
I got a notification
I
last
know.
night saying that it's game on still.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
because the storm was supposed to go through Tampa, I think it must have pushed more east.
Yeah, they were supposed to
I
play.
heard it
at
touched
the-
down in South Carolina this morning or something like that.
Oh.
It said its last land contact or landfall, right? Which how can you really know?
Here's your answer. Chiefs, Bucks.
Or
In
where?
Tampa.
Bucks.
Okay. Bucks.
Because they're at home and because they have the hurricane, they've got more to play for. They're winning.
They got hard this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gert.
I think Mike Evans is playing with some fire this week.
I was just gonna say
He's
that,
so pissed because, you know, there's I'm going Bucks.
Should he have been suspended in your eyes?
I think if he was suspended, then
I think Lattimore should have got suspended.
I think it should have been this. Well, maybe. I think either both or none.
Both or none? Okay, that's fair.
He's been offering a tenny or whatever the hell that guy's name is for ETN for every
Why would-
Yeah,
why would I
Douglas
do
Douglas now.
Bryson trade right now. Shout out Bryson Douglas.
Big shout out to Bryson Douglas. Sco boys. He's in the trenches with me.
Is there a duo that hates each other as much as Lattimore and Evans? Like truly hate each other.
Man, dude, that's a good OBJ and
Oh, that guy from the Texans.
no, the Panther, or he was from Josh Norman.
Oh yeah, fuck. A lot of people
That
hated
was
Norman.
a hated rivalry right
Yeah.
there. But I feel like Mike Evans and Lattimore right up there with
Yeah.
that.
Ramsey and who's that?
Everybody.
Ramsey, yeah, Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah,
and
he just
everybody.
got in a fight. Like they got in a big argument. Who was
He's
that?
such
They
a
played
shit
though.
talker.
I forgot who
But
they
fuck,
played.
he can back it up.
I know.
God,
Sucks.
that's the thing.
Which one?
Jalen Ramsey. Like he'll talk that shit and then just fuck you up.
Except
with
for
the-
opening week.
Yeah. Who you got? Chiefs, Bucks.
Who do you have?
Who do I have?
You just said Mike Evans is going to be pissed.
Yes, I was gonna say that as well. I think Mike Evans is gonna be that dog this weekend. Honestly, I want to say the Chiefs are gonna take it though. Still,
It's me too. Chiefs.
So we're a family divided right now.
we are.
We got to think about it. Mahomes passes to Kelsey. If not him, then who?
Juice.
If you
He's got
shut
Hardman
down
and he's got
Kelsey,
Juju.
How has Juju been doing this year? I haven't
shit.
kept track.
Lackluster.
Really?
All the receivers besides
Yeah.
Kelsey are
Yeah.
mid.
So who's
no, wait.
who's Mahomes go
Quarterback
to except for
their
Kelsey?
running back.
Clyde
Well,
Edwards.
Edwards-Helaire's been catching a lot of balls
Yeah,
out of the
yeah.
So
backfield.
if Mahomes isn't passing to Kelsey, who's his second option?
Clyde.
Clyde,
Is their running back.
And then probably Nicole Hardman
which
and Juju.
is
No.
not a good thing
No.
with your receiving core.
If
I mean,
Tampa Bay
if your
can
running back's
figure
doing
out a
good,
way-
then so be it. But I mean, like you want a second and third.
Hey,
option.
you're
They
still
can
putting
figure
up,
out
you're
a
still
way.
putting up 40 points a game. Like,
if they can figure out a way to shut out Travis Kelsey and make somebody else beat them,
Which is
then I could see the Bucks winning.
well, if any team's gonna do it, it's gonna be the Bucks. They've got the best
They do
defense in
have
the
a
league,
pretty
don't they? Or
stout
at least top three.
They do have a stout D.
Their pass rush is pretty nice.
So 2-2, Chiefs Bucks. Monday night, Rams Niners.
I'm going
Jimmy
Rams.
G coming in.
I'm going Rams. The Niners just look.
Who'd you pick? You said Rams.
I say Rams.
yeah, they looked.
Their defense is good.
They
Yeah.
But-
looked.
They
Offense looked like crap.
the offense looked really bad.
Yeah.
When what?
But when they were playing the Broncos,
No, when they had a different quarterback, and it wasn't Jimmy G.
their offense looked bad.
There
or
was a
good.
little fire.
No,
on the
it didn't look
sidelines,
good with
though.
Jimmy G either.
That was
Jimmy
his
was
first
not
game
happy.
coming
He
off the
was-
bench.
There was a
He
little
was,
clip.
yeah,
that
he was
said,
calling out saying your plays suck.
Your plays are shit or something like
Who
that.
said
He
that?
Jimmy to the OC or to the coach. I don't know who he's talking to.
Oh shit!
Whoever
Like,
calls the plays.
He
He's
was
like, your
coming
plays
off,
fucking suck.
coming off the field and just,
Really?
yeah.
I'll probably still take the Rams.
So Rams,
I'll go Rams.
I'm going Rams. this time.
Rams.
Yeah.
Niners.
Niners. I'm going Niners as well.
The Ra-
Oh my
I
God.
think this is the game where Debo wakes up.
Debo, Kittle.
Speaking
Kittle's
of
back,
underperformers.
not hurt.
Yes.
Kittle looks
exactly.
smaller. Did he lose weight? He looked smaller before his injury. Is that?
He was a pretty small tight end in the first place.
He was small to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2-2 again.
2-2.
He's either 100
So
or.
you're telling me you're gonna
Zero.
go
Oh, I
to
know.
DraftKings and put some on the Bucks and do a little 2-game.
Oh, I'm
parlay
not.
right
I'm not betting on any.
No.
I don't want to bet
do a
ever
parlay.
again. I bet the Chiefs would beat the
He
Colts.
did.
You think that'd be for sure, and then the Colts just shit the bed, or the Chiefs shit the bed. Okay, cool, whatever. Dolphins are playing hot as fuck. I put
Man, I
a
wonder
bet
what
on
the
them to go
upside on the
upset,
Colts
upset
winning
them at
that
any
game.
time. Doesn't even matter if they win. What do? Shit the bed and Tua goes down. I bet a parlay last weekend. Shit the bed. I'm done betting, but I'm probably not.
I wonder what the
I'll probably
odds
stop
would have been if you would have taken
Gambling's
the
a
Colts
real
over that.
He did.
I said that in our last
Oh, did-
video.
did you
and
bet
I
on them?
Fucking forgot to do it.
Oh, you forgot to bet
I
it.
did.
He called it in the podcast, but he didn't put.
I
money
bet you
on
the
it.
odds are great on that.
Oh, they probably were
No,
amazing.
it was.
My parlay was, I told you, Jefferson,
Oh yeah, you had anytime
Jefferson,
TDs.
Cup, and Javonte anytime TDs, and Javonte gets one. Fucking Jefferson doesn't.
So you're pumped at that moment. You're like, hell yeah.
Well, yeah, because I think he got in the first half. I'm like, sweet, here we go. Yes, because Jefferson's getting one, and then Jefferson didn't. I'm like, fuck, I just lost my parlay. Even if Cup gets 12 of them.
Okay. NFL's over. Go to college real quick. Oregon Ducks take on Stanford tomorrow at Autzen. I think that game's going to be a blowout.
I don't say blowout. You can never say blowout with Oregon.
I'm saying 21 plus.
You can never say blowout with Oregon.
21 plus.
Easy.
Didn't we just have to come back
That's
last
a-
game?
Against
And,
Washington State, which they're a good football team.
And
They
they're
are.
there.
Are they an unranked football team?
Yes, they are. But
Okay,
they
so
were
we had to come back and get lucky just to beat Washington State.
in
We did get
Washington
lucky.
State. 3-0 Washington State. They were. I honestly think they're good. They're undervalued. I think they should have been ranked.
No, they definitely got the best JUCO transfer quarterback available. I mean,
That guy was pretty good. I think it's 21 plus easy. Skoda.
What's Stanford's record?
They're pretty dog shit. They're 1-2. They have a 15.7% chance of winning the game.
I'll probably go Ducks by 10.
Ducks by 10.
Ducks by
Gert?
14.
Ducks by 14.
Mm.
Stanford
Let me-
by
let-
6.
Let me change
Ducks-
my answer slightly.
Ducks
Ducks by
by
10.
Ducks by 7.
Ducks by 10, but it's
Come
going
on.
to be an ugly first half.
Have you seen the Ducks blow out a team besides the high school team that they played?
I think they're.
No, you have not.
I have.
Okay, they blew out
So
BYU. BYU was ranked number 12. They
That's
beat them by
true.
20.
That's true.
Hmm.
Where were you? with
But
that
Stick
noise
that
there?
in your cup.
But is
You
BYU
can't make fun of me when he's the one that
is
came up with the
BYU
stat.
is
Talk
BYU
your
good though?
shit, Derek.
Is
Come on,
BYU
Derek,
good
tell
though?
them what's up.
Yeah,
We
tell
don't
him.
know.
We don't know.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
still blew them out.
Okay, take away BYU. Have you seen? Oregon?
Take away 1/3 of their games, and then what do you get?
Eastern Washington. Shit on them.
Eastern Washington
Yeah,
without
where-
Cooper Kupp.
I was gonna say that's where Cup came
That's a
from.
good.
Without
program.
him though.
So Ducks by 7. Or
14.
you said 7,
Yep.
14, 10,
10.
21. Okay.
21 plus.
21 plus.
If they don't win by
By
over
21
21,
plus?
you owe me $10.
If they do,
Are you serious?
Yeah, we'll do it.
I better refill
They're
a
gonna win by
Twisties.
20.
Huh?
I better refill a Twisties.
Refill a Twisties.
Oh, I thought Aaron just gave you one.
No.
That's the
That's
bet.
the bet.
Oh, yeah.
Refill a
12
Twisties.
pack.
12 pack of Twisties.
Ah, yeah.
All right.
They should be shipping us their pallet soon because we're sponsored now.
Seriously. The Beavs have another tough game. USC lost it last weekend. Their quarterback threw 4 picks. I mean, be better. Oregon State takes on number 12 Utah in Utah.
Oh, they're getting hosed.
Yeah.
Utah
They're
is
getting
gonna
blown out 'cause
wipe
they're
the
getting
floor.
canned.
Yeah.
They
I don't
probably
think they're
tried
gonna
their
host, but I
hardest
think
to
that-
beat
I think-
USC.
They'll play a good game. I think,
All right,
I
so-
think Utah wins.
Code and I just did a bet. Let's get you.
35-14 Utah.
Okay.
Wow.
Fuck
I don't
if
even
I'm
know if
betting
the
on
math
the
works.
Beavs.
No. Take
No.
a score bet.
Oh, my score bet?
Yeah, Utah. But you said
I'm
Utah
not
is going to
bet-
win this game?
Yeah, I know Utah's gonna win, but I'm not gonna bet on it.
Twisted tees.
All right, tall boy
I'm
team.
not that confident in it. I think Utah's gonna win, but I don't know for sure.
All right.
No. Well, that's why it's a bet. Nobody knows for sure. There's always an odd you're going to lose.
Do you think you're gonna lose?
35-14 Utah.
Do you think you're gonna lose?
T.
There you go.
But
What? What's the bet?
35-14 Utah for a T.
No.
Just one T.
exact score.
AT.
A 12
I
ounce
brought
team?
him here. Yeah.
12
Yeah.
ounce team?
Yeah.
Come on.
Too risky. I'm out. Too risky.
Oh, yeah.
What non-quarterback in the NFL do you think that's that is underperforming right now that's going to come alive?
Quarterback that's underperforming that will come alive.
Non-quarterback.
Non-quarterback.
I mean, because the problem is we have quarterbacks that are performing, and I'm talking about all these running backs that aren't performing, and all
You would
these,
think
you
You'd think Jonathan Taylor would pick it up. You would
even
think.
that though, Jonathan Taylor's been mediocre. He
Yeah.
hasn't been what he was last year, but if you would have listened to their coach beforehand, they also talked about how he was going to start taking less of a role and
So
letting
you're telling me that I should trade him
their backup
on my fantasy team?
No, I'm not saying you should trade Jonathan Taylor because
I'm asking
he's-
a specific question.
him
I
mediocre
heard you were getting off.
is better than a lot of guys
Got
at
one
full
offer.
bore. Like you could have Edmonds as your starting running back and Jonathan Taylor at mediocre is
I
better
just
than him
threw
full time.
what's his face into my lineup for this weekend. The Lions backup because
Jamal
Yes.
Williams.
he's been
That's a great.
throwing up like
Well,
15,
so-
19 points a game.
I like that
He's
guy.
out
Here-
this weekend.
Here's
So
what
it's
led me
all
to this
him.
question.
Oh, it's all him? Oh, I'm keeping him in then.
Absolutely.
I subbed Singletary out because he wasn't doing
Dude,
shit.
He had a
And
As
then
game-
soon
he
as
he
had
I
his
sub him
game
out,
last
he
weekend.
goes
The
fucking
only
like
way
17
Singletary's going to
points.
blow up is if he gets freaking 15 passing attempts.
Well, if you look at that game though, he had 13 rushing yards.
yeah, like he had all of it was
That's
all
what's
of it was
so
passing.
hard about fantasy. Like, I'm sure there's probably strategies to fantasy, but that's what's so hard about it is because you don't know
Well,
what's
yeah,
going
you
to
don't-
happen.
you don't
Like,
know. You try
even
to-
the projections are kind of horseshit
Somehow
because
I
it's
always
like,
end
they're
up picking
always
the
horseshit.
wrong what happens.
yeah, they do.
Like no, I always do.
Oh, you
like
do.
every time I'm like, oh yeah, he's getting. Oh no, you scored 2 points.
Projections are
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, I sat Brady last week for Joe Flacco.
Did you actually?
It ended up costing me the game
I didn't even see that.
why'd you sit him?
because Flacco's been going off. He was
He has-
third in passing yards.
passing
He was third in passing. Okay.
going into that week. Brady is another. I mean, he's a quarterback, but he's underperforming. to
Fantasy
his-
wise?
Yeah,
what he
fantasy-wise.
was last year.
Yeah, he was dropping 30, 40 games
But
like nothing.
so is Herbert.
Yeah.
Herbert's underperforming.
Russell's
Yes.
underperforming.
But I guess what brought me into the question is Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Like just where did he go?
I
Like, he's
Fuck,
gone.
I
I
He's
started.
still on the Saints.
I started
Still in
asking
the
that
Saints,
same
but-
question last year.
Was it the legal trouble that just got him?
No,
off
I
of
mean
it?
it could have
I
been.
mean,
but
they got his mind off of it, or I don't
How
know.
did he do last year?
He had like
that just got
4 or
got
5,
suspended
like,
again.
Kamara games.
So there's
Like
an even
25,
bigger
30.
chance
not.
now that he's not even
Other
dealing
than
with
that,
that this year.
Kind of
Just
average.
soft running back games, and it's like
Like 8 points.
Where-
But
9
I do
points.
think the biggest difference you see in him is Sean Payton's gone, and then
that's huge.
new quarterback.
That's
well, and
huge.
I also think that one guy that they use for every what's his name?
Taysom
Hill.
Taysom- I think he's like get.
He went down though. Like the first game he did really well, He scored a
fucked up everything
touchdown,
last
ran a
year.
couple
Last year,
30
yeah,
yard
he was
by.
quarterback.
They
a
get
lot
to the
last
red
year.
zone.
He
Taysom
was.
Hill fucking
Yeah,
right
see,
in.
they went
Like,
away
are
from
you
that
kidding me?
now because he did it the first game. The last 2 games, they haven't done it. The short check down passing routes that you used to get from
Drew Brees.
Mhm.
just aren't there
Those
as
are
much.
the
now.
That was
Quarter
only
years.
because he couldn't throw that far anymore.
And,
His arm was so
Well,
why
fast.
Mike
but
Thomas
that's
had a
where he
year.
came in so much.
What,
That's
this
where,
year or last
No,
year?
that's why he had his year, his good receiving years was when Drew Brees was there.
Yeah, because he's Mr. Slant Route.
Mr. Slant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Slant Man.
What was
Like,
the original question that Cody asked? It was
underperforming.
Underperforming.
non-QB.
non-QB,
Jonathan Taylor,
skilled
Justin
position.
Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson's having a
Jamar
quiet year so
Chase.
far. Chase.
Yeah, so I mean, like, which one of those guys is going to step up and actually start owning their shit?
Well, you think both those names will eventually get out of their funk,
Chase
or
and Jefferson are
whatever's
going to
good.
get there. I mean,
How
I
They're
feel
gonna
like
get there. You
How's,
have to believe that.
Aaron Jones doing this year?
I think he's
He
had
was
one
okay,
one game.
and then he blew up
one
The
game.
medium.
Because they're gonna
The
split,
last
right?
game.
Because like
Yes.
the Buck.
Yeah, AJ Dillon, your boyfriend.
AJ
on
Dillon
that.
and
I think he's supposed to be
Aaron Jones.
Start of the week this week.
They're
He's Dillon.
yeah, they're split always.
Yeah.
Just like the Lions.
yeah, but Aaron Jones has outscored him in fantasy almost
yeah.
every game.
Another quiet name is Dalvin Cook. I mean, you never really
Supposed
hear
to take
him.
the chicken out of the crock pot?
Shit, yeah, I am.
Chicken in the crock pot.
Well, I think that about wraps it up.
It
You
does.
guys don't have anything else to say?
I don't.
Thank you everybody for
I don't.
watching and supporting us. We appreciate each and every one of you, even though it's only like 6 or 7. Who cares?
You know, it's like an 8-minute watch.
And there's
No.
like 80% of people aren't subscribed on YouTube.
It's weird.
Change that.
Change that one out.
Peace out.